Okay, today's clip, I'm just going to give you an idea about what the American culture considers our controlled substances. Just to break down actually what we have totally destroyed, the purposes behind it, and the things they were originally used for before they changed their chemical makeup. The only true controlled substance that is still in its original form is marijuana. Now, marijuana is one of the tools that is used within the natives of the Americas, of the northern region of the Americas mostly, along with what's called salvia, which is a type of sage. Now, with this mixture with tobacco, this was used in shaman traditions in the Northern American region. Salvia is now being very much misused. Kids are now not understanding the principles of this drug. It is a plant that has the quality principles to trigger your electrical impulse connections in between your left and your right hemisphere of your brain. Now, what happens is these electrical impulses allows insight from your right side of your brain and allows your right side of your brain now to read off different messages and relay them into your left side so now they can be visualized. This is not something meant to do as a recreation. This was only meant to do to be able to enlighten yourself to receive the knowledge from the spirits and your elders. Now we're going to South America. South America is known for coca. Coca is actually a plant that was used as medical purposes, and the medical purposes was one during our surgeries because a lot of medical procedures are not new, especially surgeries. When they performed surgery, they took the coca plant and grinded it up, and the paste from it made it anesthetic. That's where they get Procaine and Novocaine from. Now, what we've done with this purely terrific element, because not only that, it has stimulants in it that if you drink it as a tea prolongs your life, because it helps do what coffee does or whatever. They were both found to be able for prevention of Alzheimer's because of the stimulants when it stimulates your brain, as long as it's low levels, low average levels. What we decided to do was take coca and raise its acidity level. Now, acid is corrosive. So, of course, if you're going to raise something's acidity level and its main target will be nerves and things like that, it will start to eat away at it if it's not appropriately administered. The next drug is heroin. Heroin is used in Asia mostly. Now, their versions of what we call shamans, they're high priests and things of that nature that do the same practices. They use opium to get their enlightenment. Opium has been used for years. Actually, a lot of New York was built on opium money. John Astor, who is one of the 13 families of the Illuminati, had permission from President Jefferson to ship in opium and use our railways and bring it to New York. And that's how he started his first property, which was the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. From there, he built the Empire State Building, which was his first mansion. So America has been eating off of drugs for a long time, and they changed our drugs, which were actually natural plant elements, and use them to not only as a form of genocide, because anytime you concentrate acidity levels in any manner or make synthetic versions that has not the original content that made it safe for your body, because the original content was come from this earth, not the extra things that when they filter through your liver and your kidneys will kill you. That's why I have a strongly against medication. The reason why is they take the same plants that we use and add extra chemicals in it that your body does not filter out correctly, and they leave composites within your liver and your kidneys and through your bloodstream. So how are you going to outlaw things? Make them into your own medicine, make them to the point that they're even more dependent than they were in their natural state, and then call it illegal. Dish these things out on the street and call it illegal, because I'm sorry, Jerome, yeah, I mean Sean and all of them, they don't go to the coast. They don't also go to these to the boats and stuff and pull this stuff off. So apparently somebody's got to be doing it. If these docks got coast guards and everything that monitor, and radars and everything that can monitor anything that comes about, and satellites that can see to the freaking ground and through buildings, ain't no way in the world you can tell me you cannot control the drug population within the Americas, especially when it comes to cocaine and heroin, which cannot be produced in America. So the whole thing with drugs or whatever was a control setting. They took natural elements and created a form that made your body dependent, because anytime you when you overdo things, it could be food or whatever, your body sends signals of pleasure, and these pleasurable signals now become to the point that if they're not activated in certain times, they start withdrawing. They start withdrawing their natural chemicals, and you start feeling fatigue and things within your body, and it feels like you're sick. It feels like it's a need. The original plant never made these people feel like that. It was never the same in such thing as addiction, and there was always these plants around and used. So there's a reason why there's such a strong hold like addiction now. People were not severely addicted to other things, as in food and stuff. The most thing that you could say the addiction was strong in was sex. Sex will never, never be changed. Sex has been wide and spread the way it was forever. When it comes to homosexuality, incest, bestiality, and fornication, every level of sex has been done since the beginning of time. But to change structures of elements and things of the earth happens over time, as we start learning more and more about the things these things are capable of doing. So I wish people will learn before using such powerful tools that are actually very good. Before you use these powerful tools, understand what they are meant for. Because when people misuse our elements, they ban them. And we cannot exercise our true rituals, our true rights, and the things that we learn from our own people, because now we're restricted from our own resources. Our resources are now being controlled. So this is my drug clip. I'll have another one for you real soon on some other stuff, because I got some good stuff for you I just found out on the news. You have a good one. Peace.